guys, how you doing? This is Manga Section. I'm here today to bring the review for My Hero Academia Manga chapter 289. Now, overall, for me, this chapter was disappointing, and I'm going to get into on that in a little bit. But first, I'm going to talk about the Deku stuff, and then after that, I'm going to talk about the gravity stuff. So, as the chapter goes on, we find out that Ida, breaking the rules, caring about his friendship more than being a hero right now, decides that he's gonna go check up on Deku and company. Fair enough, fair play, whatever. This is not the disappointing stuff, and we see that he's joined by that girl from the Big Three. I forget her name, but in the beginning of the chapter, we see them heading towards them. As the chapter goes on, we see them meet up. And really, the most important thing about the Deku stuff within this chapter is just basically finding out that Bakugo is still alive. He's not dead. For me personally, that's the most important thing that has come out of that bit of these bits of the chapter. Because previously we saw him got struck down, and the next chapter, we didn't really spend any focus on him. It was like, right, like, is he still dead or is he still alive? Is he still dead? Is he dead or is he still alive? Kind of vibe. But within this chapter, we get confirmation now. As them two join, Ida and the girl, uh, we have Shoto Todoroki saying to Ida, you need to get these guys out of here. They need first aid. Blah 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 blah. By the end of the chapter, and we also have Shiggy, in a conflict with Mr. All for One. Yes. I get the two quirks mixed up. Yeah, we see him having in a conflict with him. So obviously he's still there fighting for control. By the end of the chapter, Gigs finally. Do you know how many? If you know how many chapters Gigs has been on his way, please let me know in the comment section. But he's been on his way for ages, and he has finally touched down. And now, I think that's everything I want to say about the Deku stuff. There was the bit with how Deku's like, no, I need to stay here because Shiggy's after me right now. If I leave, he's gonna chase after, blah blah blah. Deku's right in thinking that, but whatever. At this point, Shiggy is very in. They keep throwing it out there as well that Shiggy is fairly injured right now. He's not healing as quick as he used to. Why are they struggling to take this guy out? Shiggy knew and improved this, and he was half cooked, or maybe like 3/4 cooked. Boy. But that's the good stuff of the chapter, and it's not really that good because pacing kind of bad right now. What I really think we should have had for this chapter was one focus, and that one focus should have been the Rarity vs Toga fight, which I am going to talk about right now. So previously, I said in my reviews that I was looking forward to the talk that Toga would have because I thought it was going to bring about a new way of thinking for Toga. I mentioned that it could go three ways for her. I mean, three ways? I mean, I didn't mention it before. It could have gone three ways for her. She could have remained a villain. She could have become a vigilante. But the most unlikely she would have become a hero. I was on the side of her becoming a vigilante. This is what I thought we was leading to. But what we got at the end of the day was very disappointing. I was expecting a very long, not heartfelt, but a long speech between the two of them going back and forth, sorry, about the um ideologies, the reasoning behind their justice. To throw My Hero Academia game reference out there, their justice. But what essentially we get within the chapter was one sentence, and granted, your Gravity didn't even know like what she was doing right there. She didn't know like why the conversation was flowing, what she was doing, that because that's another thing I thought she would have. It would be like a very clear conversation between the two of them. But your gravity, by the end of this, she didn't even know what just went down really and truly. So what we got within the chapter was your gravity just saying like, yo, if you're gonna be evil, then you gotta suffer the consequences for your evil. And then Toga saying, yeah, you're right. And then she dips out. Like I've said, I was expecting a long conversation between the two of them, and now there was a bit. This could have been thrown in there as well. I'm not when it comes to shonen, not a shipper. If I'm gonna ship some characters together, I'm gonna go watch a rom-com or a romance anime. Do you understand? Or read the manga. But you understand? So when they're throwing in the Deku, your gravity stuff within this chapter, it's like, where are we going with this? And now, if you're gonna throw that in there, I'm fine, but extend it a little bit. It's like basically what we should have got from that, if you're gonna throw it in there, is your gravity coming more to terms with her feelings for Deku, because like she said within the chapter, she's closed those feelings off. She lying to herself, we know this, but have her come to that realization if we're going to throw that within this chapter, but we don't get that. It seems like that bit was just thrown in there for the fun of it, and I really honestly do not see the point of it. So that's my disappointment within the convo that they had, which is the most important thing that was supposed to come. was supposed to come their convo, and then we can talk about the fight, because there weren't really much of a fight. The fight in itself could have been better as well. Gravity mentions, "Oh, I'm so much stronger now." Didn't really see it. We see an attack where she's using her new whip thingies, which I honestly do not understand why she has those whip thingies. But we see a new attack with those whip thingies, and for the most part, Toga just playing. Toga just playing, like she just playing. She it seemed like she was coming like to find Toga or Deku on a serious tip to have a serious conversation, but at the end of the day, it just she was just playing. She was just playing. I didn't get I didn't see an ounce of seriousness within Toga's actions within this chapter, within her convo at all. Even if she didn't want to fight, because we know that she wanted to talk, but if you just leave the fighting out of it, there was no seriousness in her actions in the talk whatsoever. Unless I miss something, but these are my thoughts and opinions on the chapter. I am only giving it a 2-star rating. Like always, guys, I'm asking for your thoughts and opinions. If you have not already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. But most importantly, take care. Have a nice day.